Hey, this is Tim Wheeler from Ash, and this is Words and Music.
Yeah, absolutely right. It is. I'm delighted to welcome Tim back to Words and Music and also back to Singapore imminently because Ash are coming to Foo Chow Hall. I'll tell you more about that place in a minute, Tim, for a September 21st show. LAMC, of course, the promoters having brought them to Singapore in 2018 and 2024 most recently. It's good to have you coming back. You excited?
Oh, so excited! Yeah, we love playing Singapore. I'm glad we've been, coming sort of almost regularly the last few years. So, yeah, there was a bit of a gap between us coming, I guess, before 2018. But yeah, we've had great shows over the years, and yeah, can't wait.
I'm lucky enough to have been in Singapore long enough to remember seeing you back in the, I want to say late 90s, early 2000s or something like that. And
Yeah,
that's the beauty of Ash, isn't it? If you think about it, I mean, we're going to be talking about 1977 because you're going to be celebrating that iconic
yeah.
album, the one that went to number one in the UK. You're going to be playing songs from that one. But the thing about Ash is that you both capture that kind of 90s alternative sound, which you carried through to the 2000s, but you also have a young audience as well. And, whenever I come to see you play, there are guys my age from that era, but you've got something that appeals to like a younger generation. Can you put your finger on what it is?
Yeah, I guess maybe it's because we started making music as teenagers. We started when we were 15, and you know, an album like 1977, our debut it was a real kind of coming of age record. It was, made by teenagers. Our fans were teenagers, and those fans have now grown up with us. But I think there's still like the youthful kind of appeal in the music, and I don't know. We always approach music with like a lot of energy as well. So I don't know. It's good to see it still has that same effect on young folks today.
Yeah, we can dig into that in a little while, a little bit deeper in terms of what's influencing you right now and what excites you. But
Yeah,
you bring so much energy to the stage, you guys, and once again, it's Mark and Rick that are going to be with you, and you seem
yeah.
to have so much fun. Let's talk a bit about Singapore because whenever I've seen you in Singapore, you look like you're having an absolute blast. Is there anything about Singapore audiences, Singapore shows, food, or anything that particularly excites you?
Oh yeah, the food is always amazing, and yeah, and the crowd's always like really good. It's like it's hardcore fans. Who've they're calling out for deep cuts and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's always, I don't know. You can tell the fans have been with us like a long time. They come to the shows, and yeah, we played the Hard Rock the last couple of times, and I'm excited to try a new venue this time as well.
All right. Well, here's the thing for you. You're going to go to a place and play a place called Foo Chow Hall, and it is
Yeah.
the coolest venue. So this place it's like a sort of an event and concert venue, but effectively a Chinese clan association building. So it's got this kind of retro 50s, sort of 60s, I don't know, a bit of Art Deco, even chic about
Yeah.
it. And it was nominally owned by like this Chinese clan association. So playing kung fu in there, I can tell you, it's going to be you're going to love it,
Wow.
and it'll be something. I know you tour so much, and I suppose you look out for special places, memorable places, don't you? Because it could all blur into one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it's always fun going to a city and going to a venue you've never been to before. And yeah, different venues and different buildings, even different outdoor event spaces. They all have such different characters, and can add so much to the show. There's a lot of iconic venues we've played over the years, but
Hmm.
yeah, so this sounds like it's going to be a really cool one.
Where have you been lately? I know that we've been celebrating that incredible landmark anniversary for 1977, but where have you been taking the show?
We've been doing a lot of festivals recently. Like we did Download Festival in the UK, then there's a couple of very very cool ones as well called Kendall Calling, and there's one called Why Not. We did Isle of Wight Festival recently as well,
Hmm.
but this weekend actually we're going to do a gig in the Shetland Isles, which
Wow.
is like really far, far north up in
You're gonna have
Scotland.
to tell yeah, you're gonna have to tell some of our people just how far out the way
Yeah,
that place is.
yeah, those are like some islands just way out in the, I don't even know what sea it is, but yeah, way north of Scotland, and I guess it's approaching the Arctic Circle. And then the next show we're doing after that is Perth in Australia, and then we're on our way around
Whoa.
to Singapore too. So yeah, we're really like globe trotting at the moment.
That is amazing. That is incredible. There's a word
Yeah.
we use in Singapore, which is ulu, which is when somewhere is really kind of rustic and remote. So I think you're going from
Oh,
there to
yeah.
incredibly cosmopolitan. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's really great, as I said earlier on, that you still have that vibe and that energy to do what you do. I know you had Ad Astra last year, but
Yeah.
how are your creative juices right now?
Oh, that's great. Yeah, we've yeah, I guess we had the new album last year, so that sort of really added a lot of fuel in the tank. We were enjoying playing that album. We'll
Hmm.
probably will, we'd love to play a few of those songs on this tour as well that's coming up. But yeah, so and then it's a good buzz coming back to the old material. There's stuff from 1977 that we haven't played almost for like 10 years that we're going to be digging at those songs, and it's always we did an acoustic show earlier in May. Actually, that was like right on the anniversary of the album, and it was just so fun. Like going back to some of the songs that we hadn't played, and they really stand the test of time. So it's yeah, so it's going to be fun playing that, and I think the fans will enjoy hearing those songs all played in order again too.
I love that. And a lot of bands do that these days. And it's incredible because you can see that the band is getting so much out of it, as you say, revisiting those
Yeah.
songs. And for the fans who want the deep cuts, but you're also going to toss in, I would imagine, some of the other favorites from the other albums as well.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, definitely. Yeah. Well, then I think we're going to come out and play the album in full, then maybe like a couple of the more recent songs, and then but then there's a lot of other hits, from the other albums to do as well. So yeah, I think it's gonna go off finish with a real good bang too.
Who's inspiring you right now? Is there anyone you've seen played alongside on festivals or you're just listening to a lot these days? What are you into?
Yeah, I guess it's super varied. I went and saw System of a Down recently yeah, like that was a huge show in Tottenham
Yeah.
Stadium. Our drummer Rick, his daughter is now 14, so she's gone really into music, and she wanted to go to that show. So Queens of the Stone
Wow.
Age were actually opening it as well,
Yeah.
and that was just unbelievable. Yeah, it was mind-blowingly amazing. So yeah, so that's probably my number one at the moment.
You spoke earlier on, right back in the beginning, about starting out as teenagers, and there's something, isn't there? I'm not going to get too heavy on this, but I mean, in these days of AI and everything like that, there's
Yeah,
such a yearning. Maybe it explains the success of Angine de Poitrine or something like that. But there's such a yearning for something that's uniquely human and energetic and sometimes raw. Do you sense that
yeah.
nowadays?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think people's sort of senses tingle a bit. They can tell when something's a bit fake, and um, I'd say at the same time they can really connect to something that feels very authentic. And yeah, like an album, 1977, was recorded on tape. It was like kind of pre-digital era, so it was made by three pretty inexperienced teenagers who were just kind of we were just kind of getting everything kind of coalesced.
Mm.
Our sort of ability was just like songwriting and playing just kind of all of a sudden kicked in with that at that moment. We were 18, 19 when we were making it. But yeah, but because I think there's a real like authenticity to it. And so yeah, I think that's maybe why people are connecting a lot to stuff from the 90s these days, kind of a last pre-digital era.
Is there a flip side to it though, Tim? In that we all grow and we evolve as people, and our attitudes and our beliefs and our experiences change. Is there anything about that era, that album, that those songs that you sometimes feel that your perspective on that topic or has changed, or there's something you're not quite as comfortable with?
No, I'm actually very happy with all of it. Really, I mean, I've obviously matured massively since then, but it already had like a bit of nostalgia within the record already.
Mm.
I was sort of like leaving being a teenager, and I was kind of already kind of looking back as I was and knowing as I was already kind of a bit nostalgic for what I was leaving behind. So it actually there's this thing that is in within the songs that works with nostalgia as well. Even now. So I think I'm actually like a song like Kung Fu is kind of a bit goofy and fun, but I
Yeah.
totally stand by that. I still enjoy that as just as much. So I've always,
I enjoyed the video. I
yeah,
enjoyed the video. I had a look at the video again earlier on, and
yeah,
it cracked me up.
yeah, it was so cool. Yeah, there's like, yeah, and I got used in the Jackie Chan film Rumble in the Bronx as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's really fun.
That is brilliant, yeah. And the three of you, I mean, is it just like do you channel like being lads again? You know, you started off as a three. There was I saw you as a four way back when
Yeah,
you became a
that's
three
nice.
again. And how do you feel when you get together again?
Oh, I feel great. Yeah, we don't like do the touring like a year and a half on each album that we would have done in the past. Now we sort of like we go out and like maybe tour in like three week bursts. So I don't know. We're kind of very even keeled these days and really enjoy it. So yeah, it's very fun. Like, and feel like we play better than ever as well. Like our musicianship is
Mm.
feel on the top of our game. So yeah, we're getting on great, and I don't know. Yeah, we're parents as well. So when we get out on tour, it's always like a good buzz. It's a
Yeah, yeah.
good freedom to getting on tour too.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
And the thing about playing the songs as well, as you say, as a musicianship, improves as you can bring dimensions to it. You can play around live in a way that maybe you didn't in the past, right? I'm gonna in a
yeah.
short while, I'm gonna throw some of those sort of quick fire questions at you.
Okay, great.
But what I want to do before then is I just want you to say, because this platform, we go out to just all kinds of rock and metal and punk and indie and alternative fans.
Yeah.
If this interview was to come to somebody who hasn't seen Ash before, well, give me like a 20-second blast of what somebody can expect and why they should come and see this Ash show on September 21st.
Okay. Well, Ash's music, it's very up tempo, melodic, with hints of like punk rock, metal, rock, poppy as well. And at times, but the show is high energy. It's a good rock blast as well. So yeah, it's always very fun.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Can't wait. And I'm going to second that opinion. Having seen you guys a few times, it's going to be a lot of fun at Foo Chow Hall. Right. This is the thing we're going to do now. Right. So I'm going to throw some quick fire questions at you. Just give it that quick as an answer as you can. Top of your head stuff.
Okay.
Right. So here we go. Name me one non-musical skill you wish you could master.
I wish I could fly. I wish I had the skill of flight like an eagle.
Okay, love that one. What's one genre of music you could never see yourself performing?
I don't think I'd have it in me to play jazz. Play-
Oh, I love that. I love that. Okay, well, never know. What's your favorite hobby when you're off stage? Is there something that we don't know about you that you're particularly into?
Well, before I got my knee injured, I was really into Muay Thai. So I was
Oh,
training. I was training Muay Thai for 7 years, and I used to like enjoy going to Thailand as well. But
mm,
and had a couple of small fights as well. But yeah, I would love to get back to that. Maybe I'll get back to boxing instead at some point.
love that. Bit of kung fu, maybe. Who knows? Yeah. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Here's one for you. What's your favorite monotonous daily task at home?
My favorite. Uh, I I guess I don't enjoy them, but yeah, doing the dishes maybe, stacking the dishwasher.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's satisfying. Yeah,
I always go with the dishwasher one. Always. It's just like one of those repetitive things you don't particularly want to do, but it kind of gets you out your head, doesn't it? And
yeah,
there you go. Right.
it does.
Last one I'm going to ask you here. Who's the most inspiring non-musical figure in your life?
Ooh, I guess my dad was my biggest inspiring figure. He was he's very hardworking and very admired by people for like being a good real stand-up guy. So yeah, I go with my dad.
That's lovely. All right. I think I'll get done now. I think we'll let you get away,
Yeah, great.
and can't wait to see you guys. It's not long now, but
Yeah,
so you're off to an incredible show, and then you're off to Australia, and we'll catch
yeah,
you soon.
yeah. I can't wait. Thanks, John. Good
All right.
chatting. Hopefully, see you at
Great,
Flying
great
V.
seeing you. See you.
Oh, yeah.
See you at the Flying V. Love that
Yeah.
one. See you soon
All
in
right.
Singapore.
Okay. Awesome. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. Cheers.
As I look to the stars, I remember the time when you were gone from Mars. I don't know if you knew that. Always scared of playing cards and we went to the cigars. But she never told me your name. I still love you, the girl from Mars.
I really hope you enjoyed that video, and make sure you come back for more, because we're just getting started here at Words and Music. There's plenty of great content coming your way, so please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll let you know whenever we drop anything new. Share this with your friends, and feel free to comment. Be part of our community. I'll see you again soon.